I was thinking about my sister on the way to the Imperial City from Cloud Ruler Temple. Like what she was like, and just how weak I was back then. She was my surrogate mother, I suppose. She was 2 years older than I, but way more mature for her age. She had to be. Father and the Chamberlain were strict with her upbringing. It was our mother's wish to have her be a trustworthy and responsible woman. Apparently, my mother doted on my older brother. I would have received the same if she had survived my birth. Mother had come from another family in High Rock, where the women typically held more influence than the man. Evidently, it led to a lot of friction between my mother and father, but those are just things I was told growing up. Yes, I relied on my sister for a lot of things. I found little love anywhere else among the castle. Even the grooms of the chamber, who were our attendants, were cold and purely functionary. Father's doing, I assume. My brother and I were to get no coddling or love. We were raised to be strong and independent. Well, I wasn't. Not while my sister was alive, at least. Was it a bad thing? I believe so. One must be strong in Tamriel, or one will not survive. So, even if it's within me to do so, I choose to not care about others. Myself first and always. Unfortunately, this places me in a role right now to help this world and stop the Oblivion Gates from opening, simply because there will not be a world in which I can do anything if Maroon's Dagon takes over. So in this case, I have to be selfless for a selfish reason. Bethany, I am sorry I didn't come and visit you when I first got up. Things will be different now for me. I remember everything you taught me. I also remember your face, as clear now as if you were standing right next to me. I will take care of myself as you always told me to. You will be avenged. I have upgraded my equipment. New steel armor, except for the gauntlets, since I couldn't find anyone who sold any. Vilja had a fine steel mace that she gave me once I gave her the blade sword. It is better than what I found in Oblivion. At least I can repair this one. I don't have the knowledge of how to repair enchanted equipment, not yet, which is why I spent a good amount of gold training in repair, and why I have few septums left. So, that mace with the flame enchantment was useless to me unless I wanted to pay to have it repaired all the time. I must be more independent than that, though. I will repair my own property, thank you. I also have a better restoration heal spell, but I couldn't find an improved lock opening spell. Perhaps I will have to create my own once I rejoin the Mages Guild. In order to collect the correct ingredients for her sister, Vilja needs a book, Tamriel Flora Illustrated, with pictures of flowers and ingredients. We'll have to search the bookstores in order to find this. Well, I hope the first edition is still open. It is getting late. I don't think you need a torch in here, Vilja. That's actually probably not a good idea at all. Hello?
I'm Phintius, owner and proprietor of the first edition. Look around. If I don't have it, maybe I can get it.
What can you tell me about the Imperial City?
This is the only bookstore in the city. There's also Renoir's books in Coral, Machna's in Cheydinhall, and Southern Books in Leyawiin.
I thought that there was another bookstore here. Maybe they closed it. Or retired. Have you heard any good rumors lately?
The Imperial Watch seems awfully worried about the Grey Fox. Look at all those wanted posters.
Yes, and they should be focusing on the Oblivion Gates right now. But the Grey Fox, always number one, isn't it?
Say what you're going to say.
I decided to make friends with Phintius. Friends give better prices.
You're full of it. Good one. Really now, you can't scare me. No, that's just blah. Yeah, I get it. Please, is that... You're a... Sure, that's cute. Oh, don't make me... Yeah, really now. You're such a charmer. Not bad at all. What a... You blah, 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 what a bore.
I really didn't have any gold to bribe him, though.
Let's do business.
Okay. What was it called again? It wasn't Fundamentals of Alchemy. I've already read that, but... Ah, yes, I should really read the guide to, Imperial City, which I've been carrying around with me. Magic from the Sky... Tamriel Flora Illustrated, that's it. Oh, I really should see if I could get a better price. How about I set it around half for selling to him? Tamriel Flora Illustrated.
No deal.
Ah. So it is 10 gold after all.
Come back and see me again. Good day.
Hello.
What have you got there?
Let
me see. Tamriel Flora Illustrated.
Yeah.
How wonderful. Thank you ever so much.
Want to relax here for a while?
Sure. You will stay here too, won't you?
I suppose so. I don't think I have much time left, but I wouldn't mind seeing some of those other books.
I guess I should stick with my diet, but I'm so hungry.
When we're trudging around the countryside like this, you don't have to be on a diet. You need to eat as much as you can. Guides to different parts of the city. Kvatch. Actually, that would be a very interesting book to read right now, wouldn't it? Lessius Autus, Guide to Kvatch. In Akatosh of Time and Might. My name is Alessia Autus, and I'd like to tell you all about Kvatch. Kvatch is renowned for several reasons, one being that it's the only other city in Cyrodiil that has its own arena, besides the Imperial City. Not that I'd recommend this arena. It's full of all sorts of shady gamblers, cheats, and drunks alike. A more positive reason for Kvatch's renown is its famous resident, the Honorable Saint Jayub. Jayub? I don't know how you pronounce that. I assume it's a Dunmer name. Who dedicated years of his life to wiping out the vile cliff racers of Vardenfell. Those were a problem when I was there, I remember that. Did he succeed? Kvatch has 4 districts: the Castle, the Plaza, Hatteras Way, and Arena. The plaza consists of the town's guild halls, which are either side of you as you enter the city, and the Old Cobble's Lodge, a very fine inn. Directly opposite the town gate is the wonderful chapel of Akatosh. To the right of the gate is the town's residential district. Yes, I got to know the chapel of Akatosh. Hatteras Way. Continuing down the path, you will end up at the Foul Arena. Surrounding the arena are the town shops and an inn of ill repute. Castle Kvatch is truly the highlight of the town, with its gorgeous courtyard and big open halls. Truly a sight to behold. Ormelius Goldwine. Count Kvatch has ruled Kvatch for many years. He is widely loved and respected by his people, and I am happy to say that he is a regular attendant at the chapel. Hopefully, the scum of the town will learn to better themselves and follow their brilliant leader's selfless lifestyle. There are 2 inns in Kvatch. The Lying Rat Inn is owned by a Breton woman named Angie Costel. Where does this establishment's unusual name come from? Well, Angie was not the original owner of the inn. Its original owner was a man named Pretius Hinius, whom she married. After a year being together, Angie discovered he'd been cheating on her. So she poisoned Pretius and renamed the inn as a message to the world that any other cheaters would have to answer to her. Of course, there's no way I would recommend you go anywhere near an inn with such a deranged owner, so I strongly suggest you stay at the Old Cobble's Lodge instead. It may be 20 gold more expensive per night, but trust me, the guaranteed safety from Angie is worth every septum. Is she going on local gossip and rumors, or is... Because if it's widely known she poisoned her husband, I'm surprised she wasn't in prison. The Chapel of Akatosh is a lovely place. I listened to a service given by a priest named Martin, and you could tell he had a strong faith. Father Lav taught talked with me at length about the efforts he and the other priests are going to try and spread the faith to the whole town. Truly, these are the most dedicated priests and priestesses in all Cyrodiil. I wish them the best in their noble cause. If you do decide to go shopping, the only place I can suggest is the Brink of War weapons shop. Batul grabbed Sharab, an orc. The owner is one of the kindest orcs you'll ever meet, and surprisingly, her breath doesn't smell like rotten fish. Akatosh, bless you. Well, I don't know about that. I'm sure she smells like rotten fish. This woman is a little bit too pious for my liking. Ugh, is that a rat? Anyways. As for the book that I have... Guide to the Imperial City. I'm actually very curious to know if anything's changed since I've been here. I used to go to the arena once in a while. My friends from the Mages Guild used to go there when I was studying. Alessia Ottis, Guide to the Imperial City. Do I want to read another book from her? Praise Akatosh. Bless the Empire and all its people. My name is Alessia Ottis, and I'd like to tell you all about the Imperial City. The Imperial City. Who do you think lives in the Imperial City? Uriel Septim, Emperor of Tamriel, defender of the faith, and descendant of the sainted Tiber Septim, Lord Talos, the holy god of state and law in our blessed nine divines. Hey, all know the Emperor to be a good and holy man, for he may often be seen in the temple of the One, making his devotions to the nine divines and the communion of saints. And where does he live? In the Imperial Palace, in the center of the Imperial City, in the white gold tower, which was built many ages ago by the godless, Daedra-loving Aelids. How fine it is that the stones raised high by this ancient evil empire are now reconsecrated as a monument to imperial justice and piety. People who visit the Imperial Palace like to walk among the graves of saints and counts, battle mages and emperors, and gaze with open wonder upon a white gold tower, which can be seen from any place within the city. The Elder Council chamber here cannot be entered, and though you may marvel at the curious ancient armors, you will soon want to be away from the rude and discourteous Imperial Guard. Imperial City districts. The Imperial City is divided into 10 districts. At the center is the Imperial Palace. The other districts are grouped around the palace. To the northwest is Elven Gardens, a pleasant residential district. Continuing Widdershins, the Taller district. An exclusive residential area lies to the west. To the southwest is the Temple District, and beyond it, outside the walls, the filthy and bad-smelling Waterfront District. Well, there I kind of agree with her. It is pretty filthy and foul-smelling. To the southeast lies the Arboretum, and beyond that, outside the walls, the infamous Arcane University of the Mages Guild. Infamous. To the east is the notorious Arena District, and last, to the northeast of the palace, lies the Market District, where anything may be bought, and beyond the Market District, outside the city walls, Imperial Prison. Okay, the Temple District. I live in the Temple District of the Imperial City, and it is a very pretty place. You are welcome to visit me, my husband, and daughter when you come to worship at the Temple of the One. This district is very pretty, and only pleasant and well-bred persons live here. Although, when only pleasant and well-bred persons live here, though, as in all parts of the city, beggars are a constant problem. Arboretum. You see, I don't know the Temple District too much. I've passed through it a few times, but never really stopped to look around. I did go to the Arboretum a few times, quite a few times, actually. That's where I tried to sneak, stealing some of the flora there. In this beautiful garden, you will find the famous statues of the Nine Divines. In the center, you will find the statue of Lord Talos, Emperor Tiber Septim. But it is right that Talos should have this place of honor, rather than Akatosh, King of Gods. It is the scheming pride of the Elder Council, who sought favor with the sons of Talos, that is responsible for the shameful error. I'm confused. So is she arguing for 8 gods? 8 divines instead of 9, like the elves do? The high elves, at least? I don't know what's wrong with this woman. The Market District. You will find crowds of people waiting outside the doors of the Office of Imperial Commerce to make their complaints about being cheated by some merchant. It is a very dirty place. Piles of crates lie around in untidy heaps. Unwholesome toadstools and fungus grow in clumps. Oh, yeah, that's perfect for me. And the cobbles are slimy and encrusted with filth. If you may send your servant rather than visit yourself, it would be far better. Well, cleanliness is a good thing. I don't disagree with that. The Arcane University. This place is unspeakably dirty and unkept. No better than a slum. You will never find the students or wizards outside in the air, for they are squatting in their dark dungeons, poring over profane texts and making crab scribbles. Crab scribbles on scrolls. Well, one of the duties of the beginning students is to clean. Within the Archmage's Tower is hidden the Imperial Orrery, which the mages use to study the sky. Such fools! Why do they not look on the glory of creation itself, and give praise to the Nine as they ought, rather than squat and peer at such a ridiculous and expensive machine? Okay, I think she's going a little too far with this. The mages are said to have a great library of precious books, but they jealously hoard them for themselves. This is no loss for the righteous, for these books are surely full of wicked nonsense. This woman is a fool. Imperial Waterfront. This is a terrible place. It is not uncommon to stumble over the bodies of women and children who have been murdered here. There are no more wicked and guileless men in Tamriel than merchants and sailors, and they gather here to plot and cheat citizens of their hard-earned gold. Gambling and slaving and skooma-sucking and even more depraved activities take place in warehouses and ships here. And where are the city watch? Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but I don't think there's slavery's illegal outside of... Oh, wait. I heard a rumor that slavery was abandoned in Morrowind. But I'm not sure if that's true or not. But it's not legal anywhere else, but I suppose if you're not the lawful sort, it doesn't matter. Imperial Prison. The prisons are very cruel and horrible, damp and dirty. She's got that right. With chains and pincers and manacles and instruments of torture on every hand. Yeah, the instruments of torture that I received were the chains and fists. Not really other ones, though. Thank the gods. But did I find any prisoners in these cells? No, for the watch is so lazy and careless that the cells are all empty. I don't know what she's talking about. There are guards everywhere in the Imperial City. They travel in groups, for even they are afraid of the cruel bandits and thieves that lurk everywhere in the city. I do not know why they do not throw their impertinent beggars into prison. Criminals are so bold as to introduce themselves to you on the street. One outlaw was so brazen as to boast that he had stolen his weapons and armor from the Imperial prison. How careless and idle these watchmen must be to allow this. They know no shame, for the wicked officers of the watch are corrupt and accept gold from the hands of the very people they are supposed to place behind bars. Maybe. I've never seen that, but I've heard of it before. The arena. I would not tell you about this place, for you have no need to visit it. Only idle or foolish persons come here to throw their money away on games of chance, or to spill their own blood when they would better devote themselves to exterminating the armies of robbers and beggars that swarm in the streets. May the Nine bless you and keep you. I think I'll try selling this book.
What?
There.
Let's do business.
Yes, I have a book to sell. I hope
That's
I
a
never
fair
read
deal.
it again. I do have The Warp in the West to read, and I should take up Umbacano at his imitation.
Thank you. Come again.
But it is a little late in the day. The shops are all
Good
closing.
day.
How are you?
Ugh. Let's go, Vilja. Well, she can stay there if she wants. And she is. I am going to go and rest. The merchant's in for me. I have to come up with a way of getting money. I'm very short on it.
Respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping...
Oh, yes, I have to rent a room first.
Are asked to keep their... Good to see you. Go ahead, please.
Have you heard any good rumors lately?
Rosan is a talented smith. One of the best around, if you ask me.
Okay. I would like to pay for a bed.
I do have a bed available for 20 gold a night. Would you like to rent it?
I'll take it.
Very good. It's up the stairs there. First door on your left. Sleep well.
Yes, I don't know if I have gold for another night. Yeah, 2 more nights.
Welcome in the Imperial City.
That should be enough for me to make more supplements. Vilja knows where I'm going. Talk to her about it. What's this? I can't wait to see you tonight. My every day is spent thinking about when we will next be together. Soon we will be married and we can be together forever. Your true love. Ooh. Gather around the mystic, huh? I'm just gonna take this. That's not very long. I'll read it another time, though. I am hungry. I'll go spend time eating before I go to sleep. Whew. Vilja didn't come at all last night. Where is she? I wonder if she was staying at the
I suppose I have
the bookstore. Well, it is a little bit early, but I should go see if I can't go meet with that Umbacano fellow. Oh, the bookstore is open.
Cool.
Vilja,
What's on your mind, friend?
are you coming? Oh, yes.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I?
What would you like to talk about? Can you tell me about yourself?
Alright, I give in. I tell you some more. You were curious of how I ended up in Cyrodiil, right?
Yes.
When I was staying in Vivek with my sister, I learned to know a Nord warrior, Runar. He was ever so sweet, and I fell in love with him.
Ah.
I thought he fell in love with me too. Silly, wasn't it? When he returned to his home in the Imperial City, he said he would write to me, that he wanted me to come here and marry him. Well, time passed, and I didn't hear from him. I wrote, but he never replied. I thought something had happened to him, so I went here to find out. And something had indeed happened. The bastard was married already, and had 3 children. I felt so ashamed that I had let myself be fooled by him. Therefore, I didn't want to go back to Vivek and face my sister, so I stayed in Cyrodiil. Look, I don't feel like talking more right now. Maybe later, when we have known each other a little longer.
She's starting to grow on me. Let's go.
Sure.
Actually, I think she was happy to stay here. Not sure where she slept, though. Let's go see this Umbacano fellow. Yes, she's starting to grow on me. I think that we could be friends. She seems a little naive, though. My sister was more of a take charge of everything type personality. She
I
kind
don't
of...
like heavy armor. It makes me feel so fat.
Did you say fat? Actually, I think it makes you gain more muscles because you have to carry it everywhere. Oh. Talos District, right? Oh yes, I also forgot that there was this fellow I met on the road. What was it? Oh, his name was Fergus. He says he'd be at the Foaming Flask, a pub in the Talos Plaza District. Let's go see this Umbacano first. Sometimes there are floating lilies that you can go pick. Now, I don't have a clue where Talos would... or sorry, Umbacano's place would be. Oh, filthy rats right here. Tiber Septum Hotel. Hey, beggar.
I'm so hungry.
Have you heard any good rumors lately?
If you're looking for a paint, check out the Stat Lilia stables.
Oh, painted horse. Stop looking at me like that. Have a coin, beggar.
Thank you, kind sir. Bless me.
I only have 51 more to my name now. What did I write? Foaming flask. This is a very expensive hotel. This looks like a wolf. I'm gonna have to ask the guard where Umbacano's residence is. Unless... it's written down in his note. Just says, welcome you to my home in the Imperial City. Umbacano Manor. Yes, well, I'll have to ask around for it.
Have you met Asan of the Anvil Fighters Guild? I think he's cute.
I can't hear you over the thunder. Something about Asan at the Fighters Guild? Oh, I was told that this... the door's locked. A servant or somebody just walked right in there. They must have locked it right behind them. Well, we'll just have to wait then. Well, I suppose I should pass the time.
So, what would you like to do next?
Speaking to my companion. Let's just talk a little while.
Of course. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss?
Tell me your thoughts on this place.
I bet one must be really rich to afford a house here in Talos Plaza.
I believe... probably. I've never had a house here in the city. What else?
Of course.
What else can we talk about?
Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss?
Tell me your thoughts.
I believe that Rosanne at the fighting chance in the market district can teach you how to repair your armor.
Yes, that's who I went to for training, actually. She's very good and very knowledgeable. I also bought my steel helm from her. Let's talk a little more.
Of course. Is there anything in particular that you would like to discuss?
Tell me about your mission.
I have to find several ingredients for an antidote. Some I have already found, but the list is long. I think I can find some more in the wilderness, but then it will get trickier, and I would definitely need your help.
Ask for anything.
Alas, I cannot tell you what ingredients I'm looking for.
Why not?
You see, my sister made me swear to keep the content of the antidote potion a secret.
Well, you know what? You can look into my stash of ingredients and take whatever you want. You don't even need to ask or tell me. What else can we talk about?
Of course.
How about you and I? What do you think about what we've been doing and how this duo is working out?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Our companionship.
Yes? Do you like having me as your companion?
I would have to go with yes, I do.
You don't sound as if you truly meant that.
Oh. You've been a good companion. Believe me.
Talk later.
Be nice to feel the sun on my shoulders. Knocking on the door does not seem to elicit a response, so we'll just have to wait here. Oh. Finally, they opened it up. Oh, I remember you.
Welcome. My master instructed me to show you up immediately. Please follow me.
After you. I think it's polite to use a torch in someone's home, though. But then she is from Solstein, apparently. Probably one of the most
The treasure hunter. Please, have a seat.
Probably one of the most backwoods places in all of Tamriel. At least the Empire. Hello, I take it you're Umbacano?
Thank you for coming. You may recognize that statue over there on the table. The very one that you recently sold for less than its true worth.
Oh.
As you may know, I am somewhat of an enthusiast for Ayleid antiquities. In my own modest way, I have amassed a rather considerable collection. I have recently become interested in obtaining the complete set of these ancient statues. I believe that 10 still exist.
10?
No mere shopkeeper knows their true worth. If you bring them to me when you find them, I will pay you double for each one.
Double? Where are the other ones, do you think? Do you know? There's a lot of Ayleid ruins throughout Cyrodiil.
I am looking for the complete set of 10 for my collection. They were once part of the Temple of the Ancestors in the ancient Ayleid capital. Through my research, I have learned that they were removed from the temple before its sack by men. I believe they were hidden in various Ayleid settlements across Cyrodiil, although I do not know the exact location of any of them. Why? Have you already found another statue for me?
No, not yet.
Well then, you have work to do. I will continue to search the archives for any clues to the statue's locations.
What can you tell me about the Temple of the Ancestors?
You know it as White Gold Tower, the center of the ancient Ayleid capital of Nibene.
Yes, this was the capital.
It
here.
was brutally sacked thousands of years ago by humans led by Alessia. The Imperial City is built over the ruins of that ancient city.
Yes, everybody knows this. So you don't have a clue to where any of them are right now?
Yes. Have you found another statue for me?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Well then, you have work to do. I will continue to search the archives for any clues to the statue's locations.
Heard any good rumors lately?
With Regulus Terentius for a father, what do you expect from Gellius? The acorn never falls too far from the tree.
All right then, goodbye.
Farewell.
Let's go. I am going to need to find just about any means of making coin in the city. And I suppose if I have to go to Ayleid ruins... This one that I went to had a funny name, Mackin something. I can't recall the name, but it was right before this lake. I always remember it. On the map, right around where the A is of Nibene Basin. We didn't dig down there. We went and studied what was dug there formerly. The whole place is cleared out. It's 3 floors, 3 levels at least that they found. Perhaps that is a place. It was fairly large for a Ayleid ruin, kind of like where I was from, which I've found is called Vilverin after asking around. Well, there's another one here I know, and there is some on the way to Skingrad. But, you know what? Maybe I'll go to this one over here one day. Now,
While we're here, let's go to the market district and do some shopping.
What do you want, Breton trash?
excuse me, orc. Hey,
My name is Uma Gramarid. I'm employed by Master Umbacano as a night guard.
go on.
The news from
talking.
is
He's
terrible.
employed by
All right then, I'm listening.
Umbacano, and I don't want to ruin that relationship. Foul, disgusting orc.
What is it?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.